home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning. It is Friday, September 30th, the last day of September. There's a beautiful shot of that Eagle River. We're going to have Mark Sassy down there kind of walking us through what is happening and taking place down there on the Eagle River. But today is the day of birthdays. Johnny Mathis turns 87 years old. Fran Drescher turns 65 years old. And Angie Dickinson turns 91. If you don't know who Angie Dickinson is, there was a show back in the 70s called Policewoman, and she was Sergeant Pepper Anderson on that series. It ran 91 episodes, so happy birthday to Angie Dickinson. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. Important things that happened back on this date in 1898, the city of New York was established. Then in 1920, Times Square Theater opens. 1955 was a bad event. James Dean, American actor and cult icon, lost his life in a car crash at the age of 24, only after having 3 big screen series movies. Then in 1960, you got to meet the Flintstones for the first time on ABC. Hanna-Barbera, those 2 comics wrote up that series, and it is still rolling today. So like I said, today is a fantastic Friday. We're going to have a great show for you with Mark Sassy and I. I'm in the studio. He is down on the Eagle River. We're going to take it to him, find out what's happening down there. Mark?
Hey, everybody. Good morning. Yeah, that's right, Kevin. Down here on the Eagle River, just give you a quick look around. Foliage, I think, is in full swing right now, and the river looks great. I got a fishing report coming up in a little bit, but let's take a look at your weather. We do have a shift in the weather over the weekend. There's some moisture in the forecast. Let's take a look at it. For today, we're going to see temperatures around 8 o'clock in the morning, about 46 degrees. By noontime or mid-afternoon, about 57 degrees. We're going to see rain showers kind of on and off all day, so pack that light rain jacket with you and go about your day. About a 60% chance. For our hourly forecast, midday, we're going to see temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. That's going to be our high temperatures for the daytime. Rain showers in the morning, mostly cloudy around noon, and then scattered showers throughout the afternoon into the evening. If you're headed down to Denver today or coming up from Denver, like my sister-in-law and her family are coming up to watch my son play football tonight, big football game against Battle Mountain and Eagle Valley at Hot Stuff Stadium down in Eagle this evening. That'll be a fun game. But Denver temperatures today, 79 degrees with a 40% chance of moisture. For Vail, 57, Avon, 61, Eagle, 63. And we're looking at about a 60% chance, once again, throughout the day. Rain showers on and off throughout the afternoon. For tonight, our low temperature is going to be about 40 degrees, with continued percentages about 50% for some more rain showers on and off. Sun setting at 6:51. Now jumping ahead with that 5-day, Saturday 60s, Sunday in the 60s, Monday and Tuesday in the upper 50s, 60s again for Wednesday. And we're going to see scattered thunderstorms, afternoon thunderstorms. By Tuesday to Wednesday, partly cloudy, then mostly sunny for Wednesday. And notice those evening lows by the beginning of next week getting into the mid to upper 30s. So definitely a shift. I think we're going to expect to see maybe some flurries or a little bit of accumulation over 11,000 feet at those higher elevations. So top of Vail Pass, you'll see some snow up there by the end of the weekend. This weather report is brought to you by Lamina Fine Jewelers. We're going to take a quick break from our Good Morning Mail edition, our Friday edition with Kevin and I in the studio. When we come back, we're going to introduce you all to Lamina Jewelers, located right next to the Solaris Ice Rink in Vail. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748 1600 to book an appointment today.
I've been helping homeowners improve their home for a lot of years. They think it's intimidating, but it can be a lot of fun.
And we're here to help.
Here you go.
Dad's the expert, but I've learned a few things along the way.
Practical, realistic home improvement information is what today's homeowner is all about.
There's nothing like turning your house into your home, and that's what we help you do every week.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Flashback on Vail Valley. Hard to keep a secret when you are getting interviewed on TV8. We're taking a look back in time at vintage TV8 segments. If you'd like any more information or to see any more vintage or classic cuts from TV8, check out tv8vail.com. Taking a look back in time right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
If you're shopping in Vail Village, well, the place to come shopping is Lamina Jewelers, and only because they have the most innovative jewelry. And I'm standing here with jewelry expert Elizabeth. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Maddie. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm always so excited to see how you can baffle me more with your jewelry, and so I'm just ready to learn now.
You know, we always try to have unusual jewelry and things that you don't normally see or can find around. And one of my favorite things that my artists do is innovative jewelry that transforms or is different in a way that you don't even see until you wear it, which is awesome. So my favorite designer in here is called Serafino Consoli. He's a designer out of Bergamo, Italy, and the beauty of his pieces is that you have this beautiful ring. Looks a little big, looks a little much, but it actually sizes down to any finger, but it also is a bracelet.
So maybe if your fingers swell like mine do in the wintertime or whenever really with the altitude and everything, then you can just take it day to night.
Yeah, you can wear it on any finger, you can put it on your wrist, you can pretty much do anything you like with it. And he also extends it into his smaller rings that, go from a size 0 to a size 12.5.
Wow.
And then his earrings and necklaces also extend down and up. So you can wear a stud or a drop earring.
Which I love the concept of this because then not only are you getting the best bang for your buck, but when you buy something, you're like, I can wear this, repurpose it for so many different things.
Yeah, and even if you feel like it in the middle of the day, you can change your look up.
Oh, I love to do that. I love to do that. Now, these are new. I have not seen these before.
So a lot of people love tennis bracelets and bangle bracelets, but they really don't like the fact that tennis bracelets are too loose on their hands, or the bangle bracelets do what they're intended to do is bang on things and are uncomfortable. These are our new bracelets. They are all gold and diamonds, but in the center is a titanium band, so it makes them flexible. So when you put them on, if you're moving around, hitting things, they're just going to flex right on your wrist, and they're extremely comfortable.
Which makes it so convenient. I have this bracelet on that's all jade, and it can't come off, and I bang it on everything, and then I'm like, why do I have all these weird little bruises? The bracelet, this makes it nice and convenient.
Yes, this gives you the beauty and the look of a bangle bracelet covered in beautiful diamonds, all set in 14 karat gold, which you can get big, you can get double bracelets, you can get designer with baguettes. You can kind of mix and match, and you can get quite thick ones as well, which is great. But they're flexible and comfortable. You never have to worry about, having them catch on things and things like that. So they're one of my favorite new bracelets that we brought in, and I can't seem to keep them in the store, which is awesome.
I mean, once you find a product that works for you and that you love, it's going to go. And I can just tell you right now, like this with this, perfect combination. That's beautiful.
And they have the full hidden clasp, so your clasp never actually catches on anything, which is awesome. So you can mix and match, you can stack them, which is the thing right now, is stacking jewelry is the big thing. So You know, it's one of my favorite things that we have in the store right now.
And it's new, so you guys have not been carrying it for very long. And so if people want to come get their hands on it, they have to do it now while you still have it.
Yes. I do try to keep them in stock and get them made as quickly as possible, but they are very popular right now.
I can only imagine. And then, of course, these are my favorite, because you can start your day with pearls, but you can end your day with diamonds.
Exactly. So this is a designer named Jörg Heinz out of Germany. This is his magic pieces, so you can go from a black Tahitian pearl to a diamond in just one flick of your finger. And all the pieces are the magic pendants, so you can click for a diamond or click for a pearl. And so does the bracelet do it as well.
And I just feel like this would be so dangerous to wear because I would be so entertained all the time. Like, I would just fidget. I'm a fidgeter already. My poor rings endure most of it. And so this would be something that I would fidget with, but because they're magnets, you don't have to worry about them wearing out.
Exactly. That's the beauty of them. They're all magnets, so you can fiddle with this all day, every day for the rest of your life, and it'll still be magnetic.
It'll still do its job. Which you guys carry so many different designers and different brands in here, and these are just 3 of the incredible collections that you currently have.
We have a ton of designers in here. We have something for everybody. We try to have a very wide range of pieces, but pieces that are hard to find or unique that you're not going to see around very often.
Which makes it so easy to come shop here. And then, of course, things that transform. Like, I've never seen something like this until I came to Lamina Jewelers.
You know, that's a good thing. I like to hear that.
And then continuing through the line, with these being new, how did you guys source these as a product to bring in?
So we work with a lot of private designers to custom make pieces. So we bring in a lot of pieces that are unusual, but we also work with designers to make pieces that are just for our store.
Which we love, because then you're never going to get this anywhere else in the world. It's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime Vail experience.
Exactly, and that's what you want in Vail, once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime. If people are interested in coming to shop here with you guys, get your hands on some of this incredible jewelry. Where are you located and what are your hours of operation?
So we are located in Solaris Plaza. We're right across the street from the ice skating rink. You'll see these big, beautiful windows full of jewelry and fossils and minerals and decor. And we're usually open 10 to 6 p.m. All the way through off-season.
Which is incredible, so people can come and shop and enjoy all of this great jewelry, get their hands on it while they still can, especially these new pieces.
Oh yeah, come on in and see us. We never close. We're open 7 days a week, and we're always happy to be here to help you find what you need.
Elizabeth, thank you so much for taking the time chatting with me and giving me something to save up for now.
It's always fun to have you in here.
Make sure that you come check out Lamina Jewelers, located right here in Solaris Plaza. It's a great place to come shopping. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us, the Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Hi, my name is Tegan Davis with the Eagle Valley Library District, inviting you to get a library card at any of our branches, Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum Public Libraries. If you're a visitor, a full-time resident, or just here for work, you can get a library card just by stopping in and bringing your photo ID. With your library card, you can check out anything in our libraries as well as our online collection. For more information, please visit evld.org.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day than with Good Morning Vail Crew. Get your news, sports, weather, dining, community events, and so much more. We'll start your morning off right at 7 a.m. And now you can find us 7 days a week. You bring the coffee, we'll bring the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or watch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show's time now for my weekly fly fishing report. Remember last week I was fishing over near Bob's Bridge in Avon. We were talking about streamer fishing. I tied a streamer on and managed to catch a fish live on camera, which hasn't happened in my whole time at TV8, so that was pretty fun. We're going to try that again in just a little bit. I want to give you an update on what's happening right now for this weekend for fishing. One big event that takes place in the fall every year is put on by Trout Unlimited, and our chapter right here puts on an event. It's called the Upper Colorado Fall Classic, and it's actually a fishing tournament. 30 teams of 3, 2 anglers and a guide will float anywhere from pump house down to catamount. So there's 6 different sections of river, and there's 30 teams, so there'll be 5 boats on each section. And then one professional team will walk away with $5,000, and one amateur team will walk away with $5,000 mixed between cash and prizes. So that's going to be a fun event this Sunday. Weather should really just raise a little heck with us, but that's part of fishing. Fish don't mind if it's raining out because they're already in the water. So that's coming up this weekend, the Upper Colorado Fall Classic, presented to us by Trout Unlimited, our local chapter here. Good guys and girls taking care of our local cold weather watersheds. Speaking of cold weather watersheds, the Eagle River starts up near Camp Hale, flows all the way downstream to Dotsera, where it meets up with the Colorado River. We had high water temperatures this summer. Right now, water temps are perfect. Nothing to worry about. There's no river closures. Fishing right now is spectacular, whether you're fishing the Eagle, up on the Colorado, Gore Creek and Vail, Homestead Creek. A lot of great fisheries. The foliage is out. Watch out for wildlife. Keep that on your radar. But in terms of bugs, there's a lot of different bugs those fish are feeding on right now. We are still continuing to see some small dry flies hatching on these overcast days, little blue-wing olive mayflies. Always a good option if you see any fish coming up and sipping on the surface. Subsurface is probably going to be the most productive with nymphs, pheasant tails, hare's ears, little paragons, that sort of thing, or a prince. And then behind that, you want to fish with, a small black RS2, something small, simple, and either black, gray, or olive. Last week I did fish the streamer. It is kind of streamer time. I pulled out a couple of my favorite streamers to show you all what they look like. When you're fishing streamers, really you're trying to imitate, for the most part, a smaller bait fish. Now this time of the year is when the brown trout start to spawn. So the brown trout get aggressive when they see invader fish like these coming into their spawning territories or just in general. So keep that in mind. It's also a pretty healthy morsel compared to something tiny. So they're opportunistic. They're probably going to eat something big. Fishing with streamers is a lot of fun. It's fast paced. We're going to do it in just a minute. It's always good to have multiple colors and multiple sizes in your box to find out what the fish are keying in on. I got a small black and rust colored woolly bugger. This is a larger yellow and brown streamer with a lot of fluff. This is going to have a lot of articulation in the river. This is kind of like a lead-eye bighorn bugger, all black with a little bit of shine in there. Another variation of that in a brown. And then this fly right here really doesn't look like much in the river. It's called a Rolex, but it's shiny and sinks heavy with those lead eyes, and it's a lot of fun to fish with. Just a few options. I actually have one of these Rolexes tied onto my rod right now. I'll show you where that is, if you can see this. Right there. So we're going to cast it out. Now, when you're looking at the river to fish with streamers, obviously, it's not the same presentation at all. You're going to cast your flies out, let them drift. You're also going to retrieve the streamer, so it looks like that streamer is actually swimming in the water a little bit. So you're going to try different retrieval rates to find something that entices the fish. Now, those fish can hang out in that fast-moving water, at the lower end of the fast-moving water, behind any rocks, in front of rocks. So streamer fishing is fast-paced. You move fast, you cast, you strip, you keep moving on and on. Let me set my flies down here and see if we can't stir up a fish on this overcast day. Streamer fishing, in a way, is kind of nice because for people that don't fly fish a lot, it's not about a very gentle presentation with a lot of mending. It's more about just being aggressive and and getting the fish riled up. So I'm trying some different retrieval rates. As you can see what I'm doing right here, cast it back out again. And if it's not working and you've exhausted a little area and different strip rates, then put on another fly. And if the fishing is not doing much of anything, give it a little bit of time. The fish tend to wake up a little bit later on in the morning this time of the year because it's colder out there and those water temperatures are colder. Now, the old saying is, if the fishing is fast, move slow. If the fishing is slow, move fast. So if there's not much happening and you think you've done a pretty good job of dissecting that piece of water, then move on. But if the fishing is pretty good where you are, slow everything down and enjoy the fishing. And also just enjoy the beauty of the foliage right now. I think I just had a little strike, but there you go. Look at the fly fishing, big competition this weekend, some weather in the air. If you want some more advice or if you want to go on a fishing trip, give my crew a call over at Minturn Anglers at 970-827-9500. We're going to take a quick break, then we're going to go back to Kevin with a look at your weekend weather forecast on Good Morning Vail. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
In the heart of the Vail Village, on the corner of One Willow Bridge Road, across from Solaris, is Lamina Jewelry. We have one of the largest selections of designer, fine, and fashion jewelry in the Vail Valley. In addition to our unique and one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces, we have museum-quality fossils and minerals that you truly have to see to believe. We pride ourselves on our customer service and knowledge of your pieces. Come in as a customer, leave as a friend.
If you're looking for local sports coverage around Vail Valley, we've got you covered right here on The Scoreboard, where you can find exclusive sit-down interviews with some of the top athletes in all of Vail, Colorado. You can also count on The Scoreboard for live event coverage of the biggest sporting events going on all year long, ranging from the biggest high school matchups to the most popular recreational competitions. Make sure to watch on TV8 Vail every Tuesday and Friday at 6 and 10 p.m. or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake! It's fake!
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Mark Sassy said I was going to show you a little bit about the weather, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's just going to rain outside, so be prepared. I've got something better for you in the studio. I've got Tegan Davis from the Eagle Valley Library District.
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning. Good to
Thanks
see you.
for joining me in the studio.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thank
Now,
you.
school is in full swing now.
It's in full swing.
Everybody's back.
Yep.
But there's always good things going on at the library.
There
Tell
is.
us about it.
So since it's September 30th, we're about to launch our after-school programs. We start them off in October to let parents kind of get settled into the school schedule, and then if they can add, we would like them to come on in for our after-school programming all across the district. So Eagle, Avon, and Gypsum all have after-school programming. So we have What's Up Wednesdays in Eagle,
Nice.
Thumbs Up Thursdays, I know we're very illiterate, in Avon, and then Friday Fun Club down in Gypsum. So the age range is elementary school students. They come in and there's different projects. So science, engineering, math, technology, art, crafts.
Wow.
We'll have a variety of things for kids to do.
So a lot of diverse things for
Yes.
the kids to do. Now, how does a parent sign their child up for that?
So pick what time works with you and what location works with you, and then go ahead and give us a call so that we can get your name down on our registration. Pre-registration we would prefer so that we have enough supplies for everyone.
Got it. Perfect. Now, I remember we always talk about the parks passes at the beginning of summer. How did that go for you this year?
Oh, it was amazing. Like they were not on the shelf, which is really good because it means people are out and about checking out Colorado. I mean, we have so many state parks that are really close to us. Sylvan, we've got Rifle Falls, Vega, Stagecoach. So there's a lot of state parks that are really close, and I think everyone took advantage of it because it's just fun to be outside and exploring Colorado.
I know when I was out and about this summer, it seemed like so many more people were out enjoying those natural areas and the parks and all that.
Oh, we were super thrilled with how full our reservation calendar got with, because you can reserve 3. We have 3 for reserve, and then we also have 3 lucky days. And even our lucky days are out, which if you came in and it was there as your lucky day, and you can, go up to Sylvan Lake.
And I really liked it too. You had the collection packages where you could collect bugs and look at them through microscopes and look at plants. Such good education.
Yes,
material.
and that is actually curated with Walking Mountains, and so we have our little adventure pack for the kiddos, so that when they're out and about hiking, they can also learn, what's that bug, or what's that tree, what's that flower, and parents don't always have to know the answers because there's little cheat cards in the back.
Little resource guide,
Yep.
Now, how many libraries are here in the Eagle Valley?
Oh, okay. So we have 3 of them. So we have Gypsum, Eagle, and Avon. But in Eagle County, there are 5. So there's the Vail Public Library, which is a town library, and then there's the Basalt Library, and that's a regional library. So actually, there's 5 libraries in Eagle County.
Got it. So there's no excuse not to get out.
Yes.
Get your library card so you can enjoy some of the wonderful things that are offered there. Now, programming, there's always things for different ages. I remember looking at your website. There's things for adults. There's things for teens. And you just brought up the after-school reading and activities.
So we got our after-school program for the elementary school. We also have Reading Buddies, which pairs high school students with early elementary schools.
Neat.
Oh, it's awesome. And it's they work on their reading skills. The high schooler walks away with some mentoring and leadership skills, and the little bunny is just enthused to be with a high schooler and not an adult and working on the reading skills.
Right.
So it's so much fun and very rewarding.
Now, for your calendar of events, what is your website?
EVLD.org.
EVLD.org.
Yes.
Get in the
Get
know,
in there.
figure it out, because there's always a robust calendar on
Thank
things
you.
happening.
Yeah.
You put together such good programming
We
for
try.
everybody.
For everyone.
Well,
yeah.
Perfect. Well, Tegan, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks
and
for
don't
having
forget,
me.
get out there as a viewer. Even if you're not a resident, they can get a library card.
You can get a library card.
Yeah.
If you're a visitor or if you're just here working for the season, you can still get a library card.
EVLD.org. See you there at the library. Thanks, Tegan.
Thank you.
We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
Good morning, Vail.
Good information from the wonderful Tegan Davis with the Eagle Valley Library District. Let's take a look at your weather for the day now. A few sprinkles happening out here on the Eagle River in Eagle Vale. I think we're going to see that on and off throughout the daytime. Temperatures are pretty mild. We're about close to getting up to about 50 degrees first thing. We're going to see a high temperature in Vail today. About 57 degrees will be that high temperature, and that's going to be taking place mid-afternoon. 60% chance of on and off rain showers, and not really so much thunderstorms, just more rain showers and a little rainy afternoon, so plan that into your day. Vail by the hour, we're going to see temperatures midday in the upper 50s. By 8 o'clock tonight, about 48 degrees. We're going to get into our low temperature, about 40 degrees later on this evening. And once again, moisture around Eagle County, 60%. Denver temperatures today, pretty warm, close to 80 degrees, with a 40% chance of some moisture coming that way. For Vail 57, Avon 61, Eagle 63, and a 60% chance of moisture all around Eagle County tonight. 40 degrees for that low temperature. About a 50% chance of continued rain showers on and off. Sun setting before 7 o'clock tonight at 6:51. Then your 5 days, Saturday 60, Sunday 60 degrees for the high in Vail. 59 for Monday and Tuesday, and then 62 for Wednesday. We're going to see a 40% chance of moisture tomorrow. Sunday 40% and a 30% for Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, that sunshine will start to make its way back into Eagle County. And, you know, most of those showers towards the end of the weekend are going to take place in the afternoon, so don't let that deter you. Just go about your activities and probably focus more on doing stuff in the morning time. Evening lows are going to get into the low 30s, mid-30s by the beginning of next week also. We'll see some snow at the higher elevations, I'm sure, after this weekend's moisture event. This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Ports, located right there in the heart of Avon. We're going to introduce you next to... if you want to rent an e-bike, if you want to borrow an e-bike to paddle around town, battery assisted, the bike's called Shift. Let's take a look.
Welcome to the TV8 Visitors Bureau. I'm one of your hosts, Maddie Evans. Now we've got a really cool new concept taking place here in the town of Avon, Eagle Vale, and Vail. And it's a great way to use as an alternative. Instead of driving your car, you can shift your ride to one of these incredible electric bikes behind me. Now this is a really cool rental system, and you can control it all right from the power of your hands, right from your cell phone by downloading the Shift Bike app. And then from there, you can get over there and enjoy the incredible amenities that these bikes have to offer. We're going to walk you through it, but in order to do it, you have to download the app. So Shift Bike is the app, and then you can use the coupon code Shift Your Ride for the first 30 minutes free. And we're going to walk you through the pricing and everything here and how you can get one of the bikes. Let's get started. Once you get into the app, you can see exactly which location you would like to pick up the bike, how many bikes are available, and then where you can deliver the bike to. So you can see starting in Avon, making your way through Eagle Vale, all the way to Vail Village, and then even down into East Vail. You can collect bikes, drop bikes off, and enjoy your ride on these nice electric bikes. Once you've scanned the QR code to get the bike unlocked, it's really important that you have safety first, so always make sure that you have your helmet with you. That way you can pop that on and you're nice and safe. Now, once you get the bike unlocked, it's super easy. You'll just take that lock right off the back. You'll see that you'll have this big, nice coiled cord, but there's a hook on the back for you to hook that to so that it is nice and out of your way while you are riding the bike. That way you're nice and safe and everyone around you is nice and safe so you don't tip over on the bike. And then once you've got that that all secured, you're all set to go. You can just kick that kickstand up and start enjoying your ride. Now remember that these are pedal assist and there are some rules. To get the bike back to where you got it or to get it to your next destination, you can always use the app to see all of the great places where you can drop these off. Once you are done on your adventure on the Shift bikes, they're a ton of fun, and you can see that you can get going pretty fast on them, especially with that nice little pedal assist. You'll take the bike back, lock it back up in one of the great charging stations that they have available, and then once you're done locking it up, make sure that you take your app out and you end the ride, because it is going to make sure that that bike is in the correct spot for you to have ended your ride, and that way it will not continue to charge you. That has been this edition of the TVA Visitors Bureau. We can't wait to bring you more great information, but make sure that you get out there and you use the Shift bike to shift your ride throughout the community.
Good morning, Vail.
The mountains are a place for adventure and a space for renewal. Enjoy our cozy piece of the mountain. Relax and reset in total tranquility after any adventure. We offer therapeutic massage and restorative facials with some of the best remedies and techniques nature has to offer. Ask about our Hydrofacial MD facial system that uses patented technology to extract and infuse the skin. Our locally owned boutique spa is located inside the Highline Vail. Nourish your mind and body. Discover True Vail at Après Massage and Facials.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big Worlds. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Hi, I'm Maddie Evans.
I'm Blake O'Rulian.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then we've got you covered in 4 great mountain towns: Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe.
You can tune in at Park City TV, TV8 Vail, or thescoreboardnation.com. We'll see you there every day at 6:30 p.m.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We talk a lot on the show about self-care, taking good care of yourself, and as we get ready to get into ski season and start preparing with stretching and doing all the right things, there's a lot of other work you need to do too. And I am here with Stephanie Whitmarsh from Simply Massage to talk about massage. Now, massage isn't just a massage. You're not going to say, I want to get a massage. There's a lot more that goes into it.
Oh, way more. I mean, when somebody comes in, when you bring somebody in the room, and I'll ask them, so what are you looking for today? And they'll be like, a massage. And I'm just like, okay, so do we have any pain? Do we have any aches? Are we exhausted? What's going on with you? And usually then they take it from there. So a lot of people will sign up for either a Swedish or a deep tissue.
Right.
So the big difference between the two is going to definitely be pressure.
Got it.
Okay. So Swedish is long strokes. They can be very, very light, or they can have some pressure to them.
Right.
They're not going to be poking into any muscles with your fingers.
Yeah.
That's like really the big, huge thing with Swedish.
Okay.
Very flat hands, long strokes. They can be gentle. They can be deep, but not too deep, because you don't want to push into a muscle and hit a trigger point. That's not what you're looking for in a Swedish.
Right.
These are more for people who, let's say you just got off an airplane. You need to decompress. Right. You've had, 7 days work straight, you've been going crazy. Yep. You don't need somebody to really push into you. You don't want to have to be breathing through anything. A Swedish is something that you're looking for to really and truly just calm the body, the mind, and the soul.
Okay.
So it is light, and it doesn't matter what type, if you use oil or lotion, that is going to be preference of therapists and necessity for clients. So that is something else that has to be talked about. But it's just with the touch, nice long strokes.
Okay.
Now, deep tissue. Deep tissue has many categories under it, but the general for deep tissue is deep pressure on specific areas.
Okay.
It can have long strokes, but you're looking for more of the penetration for specific muscles.
Great. I think we've got the website up right now, and you can kind of see where the different types are. So anybody that's interested can go in and look it up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's important to know kind of what you're looking for. So if you do have, let's say, your back is bothering you and so forth, you don't want to go into a long therapeutic type massage, but you do want something that's going to open that up. Open up the glutes, that will be able to loosen up the lower back. But you don't want somebody to sit there and necessarily pinpoint something.
Right.
You can still get a deep tissue with that. So deep tissue can be trigger point therapy. That goes into more, complicated things such as neuromuscular. We can go into cupping, which is also a different form of deep tissue.
Right.
So there are different types of deep tissue, but the big generalization of the two is making sure people understand.
Right.
Swedish, I usually tell people if it's your first time massage and you're not coming in for a therapeutic massage and you just want your first massage, a Swedish is perfect.
Right.
Young kids, I have a lot of young kids that come in and see me for therapeutic reasons. Usually the first time when they come in, I usually give them a general massage, something that they can understand the touch, they can understand the difference between, a doctor touching them and me touching them is going to be similar. A parent touching them or a friend touching them is going to be completely different.
Right.
So when a stranger comes in and working on somebody, and it doesn't matter age, it doesn't matter gender, everyone has a little bit of timid when they're in a room with somebody and they're not dressed and they're a little vulnerable. So it's very important to be able to let those people know, okay, this is usually how we like to start. Start with a Swedish before we go into anything more. So you get used to the touch of another person.
Right. It's a very intimate therapeutic process.
It is.
And both of those types of massages have the therapy involved, whether it's mind, body, soul, or whether it's tissue, skeletal kind of thing.
100%. Because either one can definitely make a big difference in somebody's day.
Now, with those different types of massages, what are different add-ons? Is there a hot stone you can add on? You mentioned cupping.
Not at Simply.
Okay.
Okay. We do have a sister store that does offer things like that. But at Simply, we only have a couple of add-ons. We have arnica, which has a menthol type of base to it. Really great to use on specific things that are ailing you. We have magnesium. Magnesium is one of our big new hits. A lot of people are realizing that is really good to absorb into the body, not just taking an oral pill, but also topically. It helps calm those nerves, helps calm those muscles. It soaks in, it gets into your bloodstream a little bit faster, and it really does make a big difference, especially when it comes to sleep or if you're having issues with sciatic issues. Sometimes that helps those muscles to calm down, which will let go of that nerve just a little bit. So it has a lot of bonuses to it.
Okay.
And then we have CBD. Our CBD has arnica in it as well. 2 pain relievers in one with coconut oil, and that's all it is, which is really great. Those 3 items are a $20 upgrade. Okay. And then you have oxygen. Oxygen is also a $20 upgrade. Oxygen is not just for people who are coming up from sea level, but if you've had like a really crazy week, you've just been go, exercising, doing what we do out here. It's not bad to get an oxygen treatment while you're getting a massage. Help you get some more of that into your body, relax you. It kind of calms you a little bit. If you ever look at those plane photos, you know, everybody kind of looks like they're laughing. It kind of like, you know, gives you that euphoric, you know, feeling, and you're able to kind of breathe and relax a little more.
People I've spoken with that have had that oxygen say they've never slept better that night. So you get that oxygen infused in your body, that pure oxygen.
Absolutely.
And just like you said, relaxes, takes you down a notch.
Right. And it helps that body rejuvenate itself better when you're asleep. If you sleep better, you heal better. And that's really what it comes down to. So that oxygen really does help. Even for those up here that we've been up here for years and years, it does do good for us. And then our last, or we have two more. So we have the cupping as well. We have several cuppers that do really phenomenal work. This goes back into that whole deep tissue thing, but it's opposites. And then we have aromatherapy. And a lot of people are like, well, aromatherapy really doesn't do anything. But in actuality, it does, especially if you've got, you know, a little sinus working, or you've been outside raking the leaves and all of that dust. A lot of people are doing the switch over from summer to winter. It's that time of year. So they're in their storage units. They've got dust going on. Eucalyptus, peppermints, those things will help break some of that up naturally, help you breathe a little better. We have people that love to come in and use the Energize. Has a little bit of peppermint, has a little bit of orange, and it really rejuvenates the body, especially if they're getting a massage in the middle of the day. They don't want to get a massage and go to sleep. They've got to go back to work, or they've got to go pick up the kids. So this gives them that little bit of extra energy to help them with that. Some people just, it's a recall thing. I use it when I study. I have a thing with lemongrass. When I smell lemongrass, it's like all of a sudden all that book knowledge just like at the surface, which is great because, you know, we have a hard time remembering things. So there's different reasons why to use aromatherapy. It's not just a pretty scent. It's not something that just, you know, makes you smell good. It is something that can do wonderful things for the body. And for you moms out there, we do have a list that you're not supposed to use, which is really important because we don't want anything to happen to mom. If you have allergies, we have so many different varieties and abilities to change that for you. So we can do combinations. We have lots of people that come and do combinations. They're getting ready to go back to work. They'll be like, I need to be energized. They want oxygen, they want the Energize aromatherapy, and they've got some owies, so they want to go ahead and use that CBD to get into it, or the magnesium, and they're able to get the good massage, the deep massage. These are the people that are coming in for, you know, those really intense things. And then they're able to go back to work, move around all day, and by the time they get ready to go to bed, they can sleep better.
Decompress.
Completely.
So what is your website so people can go on and see all those different types of massage you offer?
Simplymassage.com. Nice and easy.
Perfect.
But definitely give our girls a call. They know all the therapists. They know who does Swedish, craniosacral, all the different types of massages. And you can talk with them and chat with them. You know, I'm kind of looking for this, or I've never had a massage before. We have specific therapists that are perfect at first-time massages. We have therapists that are perfect at working with those deeper tissues. So we want to put you with the right people.
Well, thanks so much for coming in, taking us through that A to Z on self-care. Take that holistic approach. Get into Simply Massage, schedule an appointment, let the experts walk you through exactly the best treatment for you. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Hi, my name is Tegan Davis with the Eagle Valley Library District, inviting you to get a library card at any of our branches, Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum Public Libraries. If you're a visitor, a full-time resident, or just here for work, you can get a library card just by stopping in and bringing your photo ID. With your library card, you can check out anything in our libraries as well as our online collection. For more information, please visit evld.org.
Tune into Coffee with America and start your day in the right direction, where we go over the latest and greatest in health, lifestyle, entertainment, and more. Start your day off on Coffee with America.
Good morning, Vail.
Phew, caught a fish off camera, a nice brown trout on that streamer, the Rolex. Hey, just when I came down here walking around the river this morning, and this time of the year, I'm always wondering if we're going to see wildlife. It is that time of the year for animals to be kind of rummaging around, foraging around. My neighbor the other day sent me some photos of a bobcat that he had on his back deck. Beautiful bobcat, believe it or not. I think we have a photograph we'll share with you of that bobcat to start. And that's right there up in Singletree. There's a lot of bobcats around, and bobcats don't go through a hibernation stage in the wintertime. They'll stay active. They're pretty docile. They're not going to really affect much in terms of bothering your family. Your pets, that's a different story, so keep that in mind if you have smaller animals, little dogs or cats. And then last night, I've had this bear that's been kind of hanging out. There's been a couple bears hanging out in Singletree recently, and we know it's that time of the year where they're trying to bulk up and fluff up and get ready for their hibernation. And this one that I caught, this was last night. I did have my trash can outside. It was locked, but I heard this big bang. I looked outside my window, and there was that black bear staring at me. I kind of gave him a little shoo, and he took off. Real quick about the black bears. Now, we don't have grizzly bears around here. They're all black bears. Even if you see them in different colors, brown or cinnamon or blonde, they're still black bears. And black bears, if you encounter a black bear, just stand your ground, make a little bit of noise, wave your arms a little bit so they can see you. If the black bears stand up on their back legs, it typically doesn't mean they're getting aggressive. It means they're probably just trying to smell what's going on. You can slowly back away, make some noise, toss some rocks around, but for the most part, they're not going to bother you unless you're coming between them and their cubs. But there are a lot of bears around right now, so keep that in mind. Just keep it in mind. If you have to carry bear spray if you'd feel better, that's great too. But also travel with a partner if you are, unlike me, down here on the river right now. And I know there's black bears around Eagleville. Anyways, your weather for the day. Let's take a look at that weather. Quick look at the weather forecast. We are going to see temperatures today in the low 50s by early afternoon. And rain showers kind of on and off throughout the entire day. We'll see temperatures around 8 o'clock, about 46, around 4 o'clock in the upper 50s, and then 8 o'clock this evening, about 48 degrees with mixed showers on and off throughout the daytime. I-70 today down to Denver, 79, close to 80 degrees with some moisture there. And then moisture all around Eagle County, Vail, Avon, Eagle, upper 50s and low 60s are going to be your temperatures. As we look at tonight, sun setting at 6:51. 40 degrees with a 50% chance one of those continued on and off rain showers. And then actually next week, Saturday through Wednesday, we're going to see temperatures in the upper 50s and low 60s all the way through Wednesday. And there'll be moisture in the forecast through the weekend on and off, and also by Monday. And then Tuesday we should start to see some clearing, maybe a little bit of sunshine. And then by Wednesday, mostly sunny skies with a high of 62. And those evening lows coming up, approaching in the mid-30s in Vail. So any moisture we're going to see at these higher elevations over the weekend could fall in the form of snow. Shouldn't affect the traveling too much, but just keep that on your radar. Start thinking about your vehicle and getting it ready for the winter time because it's right around the corner. This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports. Everything your entire family needs every day of the year, available right there in the heart of Avon. All right, that's going to wrap up my version of the show. I got Kevin sitting on the couch. I know he's anxious to share a story or two about his adventures. Let's take it back to him right now. And you guys have a great weekend. Good to see you.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. Yeah, that black bear, Mark and I don't live too far away from each other. I think it made its way over to my house last night, too, because I went out and my trash can was also knocked over. It was empty, but nonetheless still knocked over, and great advice from Mark on dealing with that wildlife that's coming through. You got to be very careful, very mindful. Hey, we share the same space with all that wildlife coming in. So I'd like to thank Tegan Davis for coming in today and talking about the Eagle Valley Library District, all the neat programs they have going on there. They spend a lot of time really working on mindful, inspirational things and educational for all of the residents here in Eagle County. And then Mark, I talked to Stephanie. She is going to get a massage scheduled for you, so you got to get in there to Simply Massage. Mark and I, before the show today, were talking about, gosh, I got out of bed today, my back hurts, my knee hurts, I've got arthritis in a finger. So Mark and I were just sharing ailments all morning long, and getting in and getting a massage is a great way to help take care of some of those things. We talked about self-care a lot on the show, and you just got to take the time to take care of yourself. There's a lot to do out there in the valley, so you got to stay healthy, get your mind, body, spirit, all in the right place so you can get out there and enjoy it. I'm looking forward to this weekend and seeing what happens with that weather forecast. As Mark pointed out, we're going to see some lower temperatures happen with some of that rainfall and precipitation that's moving in, so we just might see a little bit of snowfall in those upper elevations. So keep an eye out for that. And don't forget, if you're getting out there this weekend to do any hiking or biking, dress appropriately and be prepared, because those showers can move in and out. And if there's lightning happening, make sure you take proper precautions for that as well. So thank you for sharing your week with us here on TV8, and good morning, Vail. We'll be back next week, same time, same place, for a little more programming. So stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer